Hello my loves, and welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Liv, and over on this channel we do weekly tarot readings if you would like to check it out. I want to remind you before we go ahead and jump into this reading that my private readings are back at www.marinastarot.com, and now is a really great time to book a reading with me if you've been wanting to, because for the entire month of October 2022 I'm offering 15% off all of my readings excluding the block style one using the coupon code OCT15 OCT15, and that's once again at my website www.marinastarot.com. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So for whatever reason, I was definitely feeling a lot of fall vibes. Pretty much all the cards I pulled have this exact same chromatic scheme, so I wanted to use crystals. I worked with that as well, which you might see. But for today's reading, we are tuning into a message from your spirit guide. You guys really seem to like these videos, and I really like producing them and creating them for you. So I'm going to try to do these every week if I can. And I make them kind of broad, so that way for maybe pile 1 it's about career, maybe pile 2 it's about love, maybe pile number 3 it's about finances or health. It's really, I kind of just solely focus on what message you need to hear without pinpointing it to a category. That way whatever needs to come through for each specific pile will come through. And then of course at the end of today's reading we're going to go ahead and do some book divination to introduce you to a new spirit guide if you are wanting to find someone new to work with. All right, so again, we are just tuning into an urgent message from your spirit guides. What do they need you to hear right now? Okay, and yeah, so if you are new to pick a cards, you can pick in a plethora of ways. You can pick based off the crystals you see here, which I'll show you. You can pick based off just the cards or pile number 1, 2, or 3. Really what I want to get across here is to listen to your intuition and do not judge yourself on whichever way you are called to pick your pile. All right, let your intuition guide you, let it be your friend, and show you which pile is made for you. So we do have 2 tiger's eye present here on the table today, and then this stone, which I do not remember the name of. If I find it I will let y'all know, but I don't know what was with this like golden auburn theme. You'll see when I take the rest of the cards out, it's literally all this exact same color scheme. That is dust, I'm so sorry. So let's go ahead and take a look. Pile number 1 has this beautiful piece of tiger's eye here. This one's super cute because it's just like a little perfect square. I just feel like it is so adorable. I don't know why I have dust on everything right now. Your girl is allergic to dust, so it's really not a great thing. But this is going to be pile number 1 stone. Again, pile number 2, I think it might be Kambaba. I think that's what it is, Kambaba Jasper. That might be wrong, but this is pile number 2 stone. It's super beautiful. It has all of these layers and lines all throughout it of brown and white and tan and auburn, and it is just so beautiful. And then pile number 3 coming again with another piece of tiger's eye. This one is more rounded as well. I really like tiger's eye in general, but these are actually the only 2 stones that I have of tiger's eye. So I wanted to do all 3, but I did not have 3 tiger's eye stones. So those are going to be your 3 piles here today. Again, just really be gentle with yourself and how you are called to pick. I've set the intention that every single person who clicks on this reading will gain something, regardless of if you resonate with the whole reading or parts of the reading. I've set the intention that you will at least resonate with something. So definitely just be kind to yourself and be gentle to yourself. I'm going to give you some meditation music and some time to connect with your guides, ask them which pile is meant for you. Again, we are tuning into a message from your spirit guide, what they need you to hear right now. Cue the music, and I will see you at your pile pick. All right, pile number one, you chose this super beautiful blocked piece of like a block, like not like a, there's an energetic block, but a block piece of tiger's eye here. I don't know why I was gonna spell the word block as if that made any difference whatsoever. All right, but let's go ahead and tune into y'all's reading here. I did go ahead and pull one card, and then we're going to do live shuffling for the rest of the reading. So I just went ahead and pulled one tarot card just to kind of gauge the general energy of your reading here today before we move forward. So the very first card you got is 5 of Wands. So something that you might be having going on in your life right now is a sense of conflict with others. This could be with people you really, really love or people that you're not even that close to. I actually mentioned this when I was making a little Eat With Me short for my other channel the other day, where I was talking about, I feel like right now, I'm not sure what's going on astrologically, but I feel like right now I've picked up on this vibe from a lot of people, like a lot of conflict, a lot of energy just kind of going wishy-washy when you're engaging with other people. And I feel like that might be something that's going on in the forefront of your life right now. I feel like maybe people are just kind of trying to start drama or gossip with you, or people are coming up to you and being like, hey, did you hear about this? Or maybe even a message that just came through is, if you used to gossip but you do not anymore, those old feelings of that gossip energy might be coming back up now for you to release them. Okay, let's go ahead and gain some clarity here, because the really big message that's coming through with this 5 of Wands energy is just like, I'm getting a visualization of an eagle rising above the fray, right? Soaring above the storm. They always say that eagles fly above the storm. And what that really means is that they don't get caught up in the muck. You know, they don't get caught up in the gossip, the drama, the petty energy. It's so easy to get caught up in that. It's so easy to get caught up in that. And you know, sometimes it makes sense and sometimes it's important, but really what your guides are telling you to do right now is, if someone's trying to start gossip with you, if someone's trying to start drama with you, if they're trying to like get you involved in drama that you don't want to be involved in, really ask yourself, is this situation worth my time and worth my energy? And if the answer is no, walk away. Okay, walk away. Spirit, let's go ahead and gain some additional cards for clarification here for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 1. Our beautiful friends who chose pile number 1 here, Spirit. The very first card you got is Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know why I cannot speak right now. You also got the Moon. You also have the 8 of Wands. A lot of ambitious energy is surrounding y'all's pile. Just like right off the bat with the 5 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, I feel like whatever is going on currently is really related to your ambitions, your goals, your kind of fiery energy. And a vibe I'm getting is that people just might not be liking that. I feel like sometimes people, you know, they see you start to go, they see you start to thrive, they see you start to pick up, and they are kind of waiting for that ball to drop to kind of trip you up as you go along. Because what I was trying to say, if I could finish one sentence at a time, is that sometimes when people see you start to thrive and see us start to succeed, they kind of get weird and jealous. I was just watching Friends the other day, and this isn't related to, you know, career or anything, but Monica and Chandler, oh, spoiler alert, season 6, okay, or season 7, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, skip ahead. But Monica and Chandler just got engaged, and immediately Rachel, you know, started feeling really jealous and sad and comparative, because when one of her friends succeeded, it just made her feel like she's doing so much worse than. And I think that's a thing that happens a lot in society, and I was glad they kind of touched on that, because we probably have all experienced that, right? Whenever something goes really, really well for you, or even if you're Rachel in this scenario, if something goes really, really well for one of your friends, one of your loved ones, it starts to make you think, dang, I am not nearly as far ahead as they are. I wish I was where they're at, but I'm not. And it can kind of make you want to, you know, get sad or even compare yourself or make them less happy. And that happens sometimes. And I feel right now like you might be the Monica in this situation, where something good is kind of trying to happen for you, even though the page or the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. I feel like you're getting there. Like these new opportunities are coming, but it's like as soon as these new opportunities come, I feel like the people in your corner, maybe one person in particular, is kind of like waiting for the ball to drop, waiting for things not to go well for you, so that way they can kind of be like, oh, it's not working out. Oh, did y'all break up? Oh no, it fell through. But when in all reality, they're like really happy about that, because it then means that they're not as far along, quote unquote. So a really loud message I'm getting is check your circle, check your vibe. Okay, yeah, strength card coming in as I was talking about that. I feel like there is something going on with your circle of people, whoever you talk to, whoever you spend the most time around. Oh, I'm so sorry. And maybe right now you're having to spend time with people that you just don't really resonate with, and you might not have a choice with it if it's coworkers or family. But really what you do have a choice of is letting them affect your energy. Don't let them have that power over your life, okay? Do not let them have power. If you do slip up, if you do, make a mess up, one, you don't need to tell them. And two, whatever they say about it, you don't need to take on, all right? With the moon coming in here with the 8 of Wands, this is exactly what I was saying when I first started, where I feel like as a collective, things are being brought to the surface right now that really need to be released. And sometimes it brings up those old hurts, those old wounds. Maybe this happened in the past, it's not happening present, but it's like kind of being brought up right now. Whatever full moon you have coming up, I know we just had a full moon in Aries when I'm posting this, like not too long ago, but I'm just saying your next full moon cycle, whenever the next full moon cycle is, really think about doing a releasing ritual, really think about connecting with the moon. If you want, you can call upon Archangel Hanael and ask them to help you release whatever is not serving you, and really just be gentle with yourself at this time. I think old triggers might come up, old wounds might come up, old ways of thinking and being may come up, old ways of, oh dang, why did I gossip? Or, oh dang, why did this person try to suck me in? I'm so hurt by that. Or, oh man, I'm so mad that they gossiped about me like 5 years ago. And your feelings are so valid, but you are going places. Like, you are moving onwards and upwards, and I really feel like you are like shooting off. And y'all see the moon here in the background? That is so beautiful. I really feel like you are moving onwards and upwards. Oh, I'm not even holding it in frame. I'm so sorry. You are moving onwards and upwards, and you are moving so fast past all of this. So some people might try to drag you down, but you don't need to let them, okay? Because you are literally growing beyond this. You're going to face these triggers that are going to come up. They might arise. Be gentle to yourself and keep going and keep growing, because this is not something to hold you back, but actually to ricochet you forward. These old wounds and hurts, you might feel like, Liv, these are coming up at the worst time. I feel like they're holding me back from all my success, but they're not. They're actually trying to propel you forward, okay? Let's go ahead and see if we have any. Oh, we do. Okay, we have a lot of cards for you. Let's go ahead and see what all of these are. We have the ego card here, which I think makes sense, because I was just saying, it could be both your ego and somebody else's ego trying to kind of get in your space right now. I really do feel like during this time, and if you look at this card, it's literally breaking chains. The Archangel Michael is cutting the chains here. And what that is showing me is that this might be hard, this might be triggering, this might be uncomfortable, but you are breaking chains. You are letting go of things that do not serve you. It is magnificent. It is beautiful. And breaking of these chains, letting go of what does not serve you, letting go of things that do not benefit you, literally slashing these chains is going to help you propel forward. The biggest message I'm getting here with the ego is to not get caught up in the drama again and again and again. It's coming through. I really do feel like old things are going to be brought up again, because the ego represents the devil card, okay? In the modern tarot, I guess you could say, or not even that's not even what I meant. I meant the traditional tarot. I don't know why that came through. Sorry. Okay, but I do feel like, so the devil typically represents like addictions, old habits, unhealthy practices, and that could be gossiping, that could be fighting with people, that could be wanting to be really involved in the drama, right? That meme that's like, am I the drama? I'm not the drama. That's coming through to my head right now. So maybe you are someone who really likes getting kind of in that drama. You want to know everything. You want to be the person that knows all the information, but your guides are telling you that's really not what it's about right now, okay? That's really not what it's about. And you might have an opportunity to get sucked into that. And that is happening, that is being brought up right now, not to trip you up, but once again, to propel you forward in whatever you are going after. If you've been trying to, start a new career project or start a new passion project, do something that really like makes you really, really, really happy, these old hurts and wounds may come up, and it might seem like, Liv, these are tripping me up. They're not. Once again, they're here to propel you forward. forward. Absolutely. Okay. With the Knight of Wands here, it shows me as well, like you are ready to, you're ready to go. And I think these things need to be done now. I think these things are already happening. They're already kind of showing up in your life. And the reason is because the stuff that you've been manifesting, the stuff you've been asking about, it's coming into fruition like yesterday. What I mean by that is it's happening very, 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 very quickly. But if we get caught up in this, it's obviously going to be delayed a little bit. So really just letting those fears come out, dealing with the ego and saying, you know what? This does not serve me. I do not need to go back to who I once was. I am moving forward. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what cards. These like 3 fell out a second ago while I was doing that as well. The first card you got is the Dreamer. Yes, I feel like your reading is all about endings and beginnings, really and truthfully. Let me get a sip of water real quick. I'm sorry. Really and truthfully, I feel like your reading is so heavily emphasis on, and that's not the right word, but it has a heavy emphasis on endings and beginnings. Even though we don't have like the World or the Death card here, it's like I'm seeing this energy though of cleansing, releasing, and then moving forward. And it's really powerful. I feel like your guides are bringing this shit up so that you can release it and move forward. And when I mean move forward, I mean literally taking a new step in a new direction, taking a new step somewhere new, exciting, encouraging, inspiring, doing something you've always dreamed of, but maybe everyone told you think you could be good at that, you think you could succeed at that, and it's like you may have let those negative Nancy's, I'm sorry Nancy, you are not negative, you may have let those negative people in your life before dictate whether you made this choice or not, but not anymore. You're moving onwards and upwards. It is super exciting. You also got the 2 of Cups. Yes, I feel like I was saying a lot about how, you know, sometimes we can be in those relationships with people who just like the drama and like to get caught up in it. I was actually talking with my wife this morning about how I used to be really into Grey's Anatomy, and I think the only reason I was really into it was for the drama, because today I was like, wow, I hated that story arc, or I don't like that storyline, or I don't like this relationship that happened. Why is everyone always cheating on each other? Why is the main thing of drama infidelity, you know? And I was realizing, do I even like this show? And I haven't watched it in probably a year and a half, 2 years. But I really realized this morning that the thing I liked about it was the drama, because sometimes we can get so addicted to that. We can get addicted to that. It like gives us an adrenaline boost, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like addressing that maybe addiction in your life, or addressing the fact that you feel like you want to be in control, or you want to feel like you know everything, or you want to feel super important, acknowledging that, letting it out of your system and kind of like acknowledging that and then healing from that, I feel like it's going to allow you the ability to make really good friends, because the 2 of Cups is just a really beautiful harmony. And I feel like sometimes we realize that we have a lot of friends that are solely based on drama. I realized that for myself as well when I used to be really like addicted to gossiping and stuff, because I've talked about this before on my channel, that I used to be addicted to gossip. Like I would be a huge gossip. I gossiped all the time, and then I realized how much it was quite literally ruining my life, and so I cut the cord there, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say here is that once you realize that maybe you are gossiping, or that you do like to kind of get involved in that drama, it's really evident how many of those friendships are then dependent and based on gossip, right? If you're not gossiping with this person, do you have anything to say to them? Do y'all engage in any kind of conversation, or is that the sole basis of your friendship? And once you realize that, those friendships might fade away if they truly were just solely based on gossip, or they may bloom into something beautiful. But what I realized for me personally is once I realized that and let those friendships go that were solely based on drama, not in a bad way, we just fizzled out because we had nothing to talk to each other about, I made way for so many better connections in my life. My relationships improved, my family relationships improved, my friendships improved, because I wasn't gossiping. I wasn't spewing negative energy anywhere. And even the relationships I currently had improved milestones. Like they improved by the millions, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just so beautiful. And I see that here with you with the 2 of Cups as well, is what I was trying to say with that long explanation. is that whenever you release that kind of energy, it's going to make way. Okay, it's going to make way for really positive connections. The last card you got here is the Star. Where are my Aquariuses at? Y'all know your girl's an Aquarius sun. Okay, the Star is my card. I love the Star. This is so beautiful. I just want to read this little caption here because I just love it. Have faith, the future is bright. Dreams do come true. Positive changes that bring an end to challenging times. The light at the end of the tunnel. All right, so beautiful. Your guides are like, I know this is scary. I know it's scary to change like so much about who you are, or even just to say goodbye to this thing. It can be scary. It can be hard. I don't want to undermine that or undersell that, because my goodness, it is super hard, but you are so strong. You are so strong and so powerful. You are so brave and courageous, and you have the ability to face these shadows of yourself or of your past or even of your present with the current people you have in your life, and you're able to take your power back. This negative energy or gossip or just draining vibes no longer needs to have a place in your life, because you are deserving. You are so deserving of high vibrational, loving, happy, beautiful, prosperous friendships, connections, engagements, careers, livelihood. Like, you are deserving of complete happiness. And that's what the Star is coming in here to say. All right, and your dreams, those dreams you've been manifesting, they're coming true, babe. They are coming true. These things just might need to be shed first, and that's why they're coming up. Okay, y'all see what I mean when I said all of the cards are like this not monochromatic, that's not what I meant, but they're all this same like color scheme. I don't know what was going on with me today. These look very similar with the blue, green, gold. Wow, do y'all see the circles and everything? Ooh, okay. Never realized that. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards here. Just some supporting messages from Spirit. What do we have to say for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 1? Spirit, message from our guides. What do we need to hear here? Okay. Also, if you are someone that likes working with your personal guides, you have Raziel showing up here, Ariel, Metatron, Hanael, Raphael, Japhael, and then who is here? Michael, that's right. Okay, so if you are someone that's like, well, who are my spirit guides? Those are some who are really present here in this reading today. Let's go ahead and see our beautiful friends who chose pile number 1. What do we have to say, Spirit? Number 29, horned cactus, resourcefulness. Interesting. I don't think I've ever pulled this card before. I don't even think I've ever seen this card before. It is super interesting. The vibe I'm kind of getting from this, just because I've never pulled it, so I'm not super sure what it means, but I'm being called to do intuition instead of reading the book right now. Resourcefulness, I feel like this is, and then you got transpersonal, okay, watchers. I feel like this is, about your growth, okay? I feel like it's really about perspective. I think it's going to be really easy for you, if you choose to think, wow, so many of this, all of this is happening to me, all of this is happening against me right now, but it's instead being like, okay, but how can you see, if you choose to, how can you see how this is actually happening for your good? How can you use what is happening now to fuel your growth instead of hold you back? How can you take what is happening now, whether it's old hurts, old wounds, old triggers coming back out and back up, and seeing it as this is happening for me instead of to me, and then use that to grow, use that as your way of growth, because that's truly what's happening here. And I do think this has to do so much with what's going on with you internally, okay? Any other cards here, Spirit? Our beautiful, gorgeous friends who chose pile number 1, or that's what I meant to say. Okay, this is number 39, Me Talks, repairing the body, mind, and spirit. You know what's funny with Me Talks is it's like detoxing, but you're literally detoxing of things that did not serve you, even aspects of you, okay? Because a detox is detoxing maybe chemicals or food or, whatever. But a Me Talks is like, and this is just how I'm personally reading it, is like, there are aspects of myself, there's aspects of me that need to be detoxified. There are aspects of me that need to be cleansed, released, and let go of. And I think that's a really loud message for you throughout this whole reading. And it's not at all to shame you at all, because we all have aspects of ourselves that sometimes need to go through a cleansing, a releasing, and that is completely okay and so super valid. So it's not here to put shame. It's not here to make you feel bad. It's not here to have you go, be really hard on yourself, but instead to acknowledge, okay, there might be some aspects of myself that I need to release. I am doing this right now with my own self, especially with this pile. Like, I've been doing this with gossip. There have been old energies coming back up for me again that have brought me back to that, oh, it'd be so easy to gossip here. Oh, this would be so easy to say this here. And I've had to catch myself and check myself and be like, no, Olivia, no. You don't need to go back there. That never served you. You always felt like crap. Maybe you felt close with a person for a few minutes or that moment, but then you felt terrible afterwards and it only created bad things. You know what I'm saying? So it's not here to shame you or to put guilt on you, but rather instead empower you with the knowledge that you are able to detoxify everything that is not serving you, even including maybe old habits or beliefs that you had even within yourself, okay? The next card you got is number 5, closing door completion. Absolutely. Like I was saying in the very beginning-ish of this reading, I really do feel like y'all's pile heavily talks about beginnings and endings. Even though I didn't get the world card, we now got that ending vibe that I was picking up on with the completion here. We got that, another card, sorry, I'm just setting this out real quick before I talk about it. We got the closing door showing the ending, showing the completion. I really do feel like even though sometimes it might not feel that way, even though sometimes it might feel like things are just never ending and the stress is never ending and the work is never ending and everything is always happening, there is completion. This door is being shut. But whenever doors shut, it's because there's a new one that's ready to be opened. So maybe this is a friendship for you, or maybe this is a job that wasn't serving you, or maybe this is a connection with a family member that just kind of needed to be severed in this moment. And it's not saying that you're never going to see them again or talk to them again or work there again, but it's saying that sometimes doors need to close, whether temporarily or whether it's permanently, so that way new experiences can happen. The dreamer, okay, that's the Fool in the traditional tarot. The doors need to close so a new one can be opened. The doors need to be shut so you can now take a step forward. You know what I'm saying? And I really feel like that's super important for you here. And you know what? You got the 5 with the 5 of Wands, period, okay? The thing that needs to be shut, the thing that you need to step away from is engaging with that drama with others. And if you're like, Liv, I don't engage with that drama, perfect, lovely, move on to that, okay? No worries, not there for you. Like, that doesn't have to resonate with you, and that's totally okay. I always say take what resonates and leaves what doesn't, okay? But I really do feel like with the 5-5 showing up here, this is so significant. The thing that needs to be released for you, my love, the thing that needs to be shed, the thing that needs to be left in the dark, left in the past so you can move forward, is the energy of engaging with those people that truthfully and genuinely only want to gossip. They don't really have your best interest at heart. It's time to kind of get out of that mindset, let it go, and move forward to new, beautiful energies. And if you were wondering, well, Liv, I don't know if it's going to be beautiful. The grass isn't always greener. You know what? I actually don't even like that quote, because I believe the grass is as green as you make it out to be. You know what I'm saying? The grass isn't always greener because we go to, okay, let me go on a little tangent real quick. For some reason, Spirit is telling me to speak it, so I'm gonna. If you don't want to hear it, skip ahead. The reason I think people say the grass isn't always greener is because they leave this job or they leave this relationship or they leave this thing without doing any of the healing. Without doing any of the healing, any of the hard work, any of the shadow work. So then they go to the next job. Let's just say it's a job. So you quit your job on bad terms. You didn't really do the healing. You were tired of your boss. You were tired of your coworkers. You were tired of the crap, as you should have been. Okay, you didn't deserve that. So you move forward and you jump ship and you now are working at a new job. But the exact same thing is happening again. And now it's harder because you're working with new people. You don't know everyone as well. This is the scenario. The grass isn't always greener. And it's because you didn't do the healing before. Right? And if we don't do the healing, it's going to come back up in cycles. It's called, oh my gosh, there's an actual term for it and I can't think of it right now, but there's an actual term for it, a spiritual term that talks about when you do not address something or you do not heal something, it comes back up again and again. Same scenario, different face. Same scenario, different flavor. Okay, same ice cream, different flavor. And that's really important to remember, okay? Because if you do the healing, if you let go of things that did not serve you, if you step in to know your worth, if you decide, I'm not going to gossip anymore, I'm not going to get engaged with these people, you are not going to have those same experiences at your next job. You just absolutely will not, because you will have decided that I do not deserve this. You will have decided that I am going to be a different kind of coworker or a different friend or a different lover. You will have decided that you will change. You will be different. And by doing so, you have changed the energetic frequency that you have. You have changed your energetic frequency to then allow you to only attract people that respect that see that, and that like really vibrate with that. And now sometimes people might come up to you and gossip, but because you've made that dedication to yourself to not engage with that, you're just not going to do it, and they're not going to come talk to you about it again. I guarantee it. Okay, I guarantee it. And so thanks for letting me get on my soapbox there for a second, but that was like really coming through, because I had the same experience when I left my first job that I like absolutely hated. I went to the next job. It was just as bad, if not worse. And everyone always told me, well, you know, grass isn't always greener. And I was like, you know what? That's kind of not true. It's really as green as we make it out to be, as in how much healing we do beforehand. So do the healing before you take the step away. Do the healing before the door shuts, so that when you go on to this next adventure, this next friendship, this next group of people, this next job, this next relationship, it will not repeat itself. History only repeats itself personally, okay? History only like repeats itself in cycles when we have not done the healing to break that chain, all right? And you know why? Because benefactor, grace, and generosity, you're going to be doing great. Once you close that door, you're moving on to bigger, better, higher vibrational energies, and it's gorgeous. You're literally going to have all your dreams come true. You're thriving. Look how happy these little hamsters or gerbils are. Like, they are so freaking cute, and they're in love, and they're happy, and they're generous, and they're thriving, and they are wealthy, and they are just abundant, and there's no cares in the world other than what do we want to eat for dinner tonight, you know what I'm saying? And that's the vibe here, is like once you release this, your life is just filled with happiness. It's so beautiful. Okay, we're gonna pull one more deck here, and then we're gonna go ahead and move into the book divination. Pile number 1, our friends who chose this pile, any other messages, Spirit? Let's go ahead and see. These are angel cards, so I thought these would be, you know, really make sense here. And again, look at the color scheme. It's just so funny. I don't know why I was called with all these yellow and orange decks here today. Our beautiful friends, glorious, gorgeous, powerful, transformative friends who chose pile number 1. What do we need to hear today, Spirit? Woo! Oh my gosh, that one fell. Let me grab this real quick. Okay. All right, you got enchantment, period. I really do feel like going along this journey is going to be enchanting, because you're going to go through so much growth, and you're going to realize that life can be so magical when you allow yourself to let it be. You also got spiritual growth, which is so funny, because when I was just, you know, complimenting y'all, I was literally calling you transformative beings, right? You're transforming, and I really do feel like that's what's happening here. And you know, when we go through transformational spiritual growth, it affects all aspects of our life. All right, it affects our career, our relationships, our you know, our work relationships, everything. It just so super does. So I really do feel like you're going through the spiritual journey, the spiritual growth, literally detoxing, letting go of even your own things that you don't like about yourself, and moving forward onto bigger and better and brighter, higher vibrational energies. And it's going to be so transformative, enchanting, magical for you. You also got guardian angel here. So if you are someone that was like, Liv, I clicked on this pile because I needed some guidance, but I don't really know who my spirit guides are. One of the biggest and most beautiful gifts we have on this earth are our guardian angels, okay? Our guardian angels, as beautiful and magnificent as archangels as well. However, our guardian angels have been with us since the moment we existed in the universe. Not just in this lifetime, but every and all lifetimes we've ever had, all before and all that come after. They are always with us. So our guardian angels know like everything about you. They know exactly what you need and how to protect you. And they are there for you, to protect you, to work with you, to guide you, to help you. But the problem is we often don't call on them. All right, we often don't call on them. So your guardian angels are here being like, hey, if you want a friend, I'm here for you. If you want someone to connect with, you've got me. So I really think it'll be really beneficial for you, if you so desire, to just do a little meditation. It's not quite very hard. You just kind of sit with yourself, sit in silence in a prayer or a meditation, and say, guardian angel, please show yourself to me. Please make your presence and love known in my life. I know you are here and I acknowledge you here. Please show yourself to me. Make yourself known to me. Thank you for all of your guidance and your help and your healing and your loving energies. I would love to have a stronger and deeper relationship with you in my life. And watch how your life starts to transform, all right? And then call upon them whenever you need help. The last card you got here today is power. I don't know how else to say this. Y'all are powerful people. And you know what? Look at this archangel. Where is the power coming from? Her literal mouth, okay? And I think maybe when I was talking about this, it may have been like, man, Liv, why are you harping so hard on like the gossip train? And you know, sometimes it's okay and it's not that big of a deal if we talk negatively about other people. And you know why it's so important? You know why it's so important? Because your words are freaking power. You cast spells with your words. You cast magic, pure magic with your words. And you especially, my beautiful friends who chose pile number 1, your words are power. Your words are magic and they are power. So if you use them to hurt, if you use them to cause poison in other people, if you use them to cut deep to other people who you don't like, all you're doing is using what the 4 agreements would call black magic or dark magic, I believe they called it. And what that means is using negative energy to hurt people. But what you have is a true and powerful gift to say, you know what? I acknowledge that my words are so powerful. I acknowledge that what I speak, those things that I speak out of my mouth, hold weight, hold meaning, hold energy. And so I am going to be aware of what I say. I am going to be cautious of what I say. And I'm going to make sure I do not say things that are only meant to harm other people. I will speak truthfully. I will speak with integrity. I will speak with the energy and the intention of uplifting not only myself, but others. I will speak with the energy of bringing beauty and light and glorious positive energy into this world. I will use my words for good. I will use my magic to help and to heal, because that is your gift, pile 1. You have a gift with your words, so use them for good. All right, and it's not saying that sometimes you're not going to get pissed off and you're probably going to want to talk crap about your coworker or your family member, and that is so valid. But watch who you're talking about it to. Okay, if you are, venting to your wife or your significant other, I said wife because that's my emotional support system. Okay, oh, I'm so sorry. But if you're talking to like your wife or your partner and you just like need to set the space and be like, hey, can I just get this out of my system real quick? That is so fine and valid as long as they have the space, right? Because then it's not building up in your system. But what I mean is, like, don't go talk to another coworker about how annoying that one person is, how annoying your boss is, how stupid they are, how much you wish they didn't do this. Don't go talk to that one family member about how annoying your other family member is. Don't keep it intermixed within the circle, okay? Because that is how words hurt, because you're doing it intentionally so the way they think negatively of the other person as well, right? To build a camaraderie between you two, to build a negativity towards the other. That is not helping anyone. So if you need to get it out, journal it. Go home and get it out. Go work out, right? Working out is one of the best ways to blow off literal steam. Okay, and talk to a support system who's not involved with your job or this relationship or this work. Talk to somebody who it's not going to get back to this person or hurt this person or start any drama. You know what I'm saying? Hope that makes sense. Because sometimes we do need to talk about it, okay? Sometimes I'm like, babe, do you have the space? Because I just need to like rant for 5 minutes. And sometimes she says no and I'm like, I understand. And I go work out or I go journal. But most times she's like, yeah, and she lets me talk about it. I get it out of my head and I don't feel the need to engage with gossip or anything. Y'all know what I'm saying? Hope that makes sense. Let's go ahead and finish up your reading with a little bit of book divination. This is the Angels, Spirit Guides, and Goddesses book. And what is so cool about this book is that this book is full of archangels and deities and goddesses and, really powerful, energetic, spiritual beings. So if you are someone who would like to work with a new guide, I am setting the intention here today for our beautiful friends who chose pile 1, that if there is a spirit guide who would like to work with them, they will show themselves here today, okay? And if you are not wanting to work with a new spirit guide, you can just take this as a message. That's totally fine. But for those of you who would like to work with a spirit guide, these are some that are really powerful to work with. So let's go ahead and pull one for you. Our beautiful pile number 1. All right. You got Ocean or Ocean. I need to set this down really, really quickly because I do not want to catch anything on fire. Let me just make sure you can see this in the viewfinder here. Okay, this is Ocean, I believe is how you promote it. Ocean, excuse me, is associated with the African culture. Ocean will help you have a child, see the good in everything, lower your blood pressure, find diplomatic solutions, enhance your relationships, deepen your sexual satisfaction and expand your sensuality, and attract lots of money, period, okay? That makes a lot of sense for what we were talking about with you. Finding those diplomatic solutions, seeing the good in everything, and lower your blood pressure. Maybe your blood pressure is high from all this stress, you know? And also just enhancing those powerful relationships. So definitely call upon Ocean when you need help in that area. For the invocation, Ocean loves vivid colors. Write down your request and wrap it in a colorful scarf or light a bunch of bright colored candles. Sit quietly and watch the sunset while you allow yourself to connect with this beautiful and powerful woman. Her smile can light up the world. Her laughter soothes even the most savage beast. That is so beautiful. Wow. Once you ask Ocean for her help and connect with her, you have a friend for life. About Ocean. Ocean is the Yoruba goddess of love and pleasure, beauty and sensuality. She will show you how to use diplomacy. She is also often associated with money. Ooh, period. Ocean teaches people how to overcome difficulties through kindness and negotiation. Ocean, you are incredible, and this is exactly what we are needing here, okay? She is a generous goddess, but due to her ferocious temper, she is also feared. Her mood can change in a moment from a balmy summer day into a raging storm. Okay, divine feminine, period. But after the storm, she brings forth rainbows. At times, Ocean appears as an old woman who is sad about the loss of her youth. At other times, she is a beautiful woman totally comfortable with her sexuality. She is a woman of mystery and is well acquainted with the ancient mystical secrets in witchcraft. If she's caught your attention, she has much to teach you. Originally, she was a river goddess, so Ocean will teach you how to successfully navigate your life. Her skillful diplomacy will help you get a raise at work or communicate more clearly with a loved one. What a powerful, glorious, gorgeous, magnificent goddess that you guys were called to today. That is so powerful. If you would like to work with Ocean, she would definitely love to work with you, help you bond, help you connect, help you deepen your, relationships. I love that her whole thing is also about finding diplomacy, finding those, peaceful moments, seeing the good in people, seeing the good in everything. And that's definitely what I feel like your reading was calling you towards. So what a beautiful way to go ahead and end off our reading. Pile number 1, my friends who chose this pile, thank you so much for spending your time here with me today. This was a fun one and a good one, and I really, really hope you liked it. Don't forget to leave a comment and thumbs up if you like this video, as well as be sure to subscribe. It helps my channel out so much. So thank you so much to those of you who do subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. It helps just the engagement drastically. So thank you. I do on this channel accept tips and donations at Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Never expected, never required, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude. And again, just that gentle reminder that if you want to book a private reading with me, October is a really good time to do so because I'm giving 15% off of my readings using the coupon code OCT15 OCT15 on all of my readings, excluding the blog style reading, again for the entire month of October 2022 at www.marinastarot.com. I love you cuties so much. I'm so grateful for you, and I really hope this reading resonated with you. Always remember to show others love, show your light, and shine so bright, and I'll see you cutie patootie for my next video. Goodbye. All right, our beautiful friends who chose pile number 2, I think this is called Kambaba Jasper, but I literally could be so wrong. So if you do know what this is called, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will try to let y'all know as well. If I see it, I will heart it, I'll respond to it, all that good jazz. So this is going to be our beautiful, why aren't we focusing? Hold on one second. This is going to be our beautiful friends who chose pile number 2 stone. So a gorgeous choice. Let's go ahead and get started. I did go ahead and pull one card just to kind of get our general energy for today's reading before moving on to the rest of the reading. We are doing a live shuffle here today. So let's go ahead and see the very first card you got, and you got the World with Archangel Jophiel. So I feel like for you, my beautiful friends who chose pile number 2, something is going on in your life currently where I feel like you are really expanding, and I feel like you are already kind of in the stage of your life where you're moving on to the next thing. What I mean by that is I feel like this is a time in your life, whatever our reading is going to be about today, where you've kind of gone through the trek, you've kind of gone to the trek, and now you've gotten to your end destination. And I don't mean end destination as in you're not moving forward, but I mean like let me try to rephrase this. I feel as though you've gotten to where you want to be, or if you aren't, it's going to be very, very soon. All the hard work you've put in, all the energy you've put in, everything you've been doing, it is starting to manifest. It is starting to manifest in this world so that you can see it. This is going to be a time of success, of celebration, accomplishing whatever it is you have been manifesting, and I really feel like it's going to provide you so much freedom, which is really exciting. I feel like your reading is going to be really high vibrational. So let's go ahead and gain some additional clarification cards here from the tarot. Spirit guides, our beautiful friends who chose pile number 2, what is your message for them? What do they need to hear right here and right now? Okay, let's go ahead and see. You also got the High Priestess. Oh my gosh, my third eye is going crazy with y'all. I think you guys are very spiritual people. That's really the vibe I'm getting. I get a lot of spiritual energy in the house. You also got the Ten of Wands. Interesting, my love. Let's go ahead and gain some greater clarity there with this Ten of Wands. I am just like right off the bat picking up on this energy of, how do I word this? Sometimes when we go through like this healing and cleansing journey, it doesn't mean that nothing is ever going to be hard again. But what I feel like your guides are trying to show you is the way and the ability to not get back to this Ten of Wands, okay? I feel like sometimes when we go through a big accomplishment, when we go through a big success, maybe your business just took off, or maybe it's going to so super soon. It's going to just start blooming and blossoming, and it's actually so freaking exciting for you. I feel like sometimes though, when we have this, we finally won, and we've been manifesting this thing for so long, and now we got it. We got what we've been asking for. It's almost like it's not enough, or it's almost like you are now feeling like you have to put in all this work and all this energy to keep going. And a really loud message I'm getting is to like slow down and celebrate yourself, okay? Yes, there's work to be done. Yes, there's things you can focus on. Yes, there's things that could probably be improved, but that's for another day. For today, for whenever you get that world energy, just sit in that joy, sit in that glory, sit in that high vibrational energy, okay? That's really a loud message coming through here with that Ten of Wands. It's just, don't feel like you have to, immediately go back on the grindstone. Allow yourself to celebrate your success. I think something that we just don't do enough as people is celebrate our accomplishments, celebrate our successes, because we're so heavily focused on the next thing, the next best thing, moving forward, growing. How can I expand more? What do I need to provide more? All of that. And that's valid for sure. But you're just being called to really focus in right now on your success. With the Empress here, I think that this is so very beautiful, because the Empress is a very like divine feminine energy card, and divine feminine energy is very gentle, it's very kind, it's very patient, still powerful, don't get it twisted, baby, but very powerfully gentle and kind and patient. And I feel like this is what you need to have for yourself right now, especially when it comes to your creative endeavors, because even though the Ten of Wands does represent like overwhelm, Wands, the suit of Wands represents the element of fire, your creativity, your passions, those things that you really love. If you are putting all this energy and work towards something, it's telling you that it's definitely paying off, but it is also telling you that you do not need to do it so much and so drastically and push yourself so hard to where you literally don't even like it anymore. That's something that I really struggled with when I first started making tarot content. I love doing tarot readings for my friends and my family, but when I started doing tarot content, I literally had this exact experience where the world came, I got monetized on YouTube, I said goodbye to my old job, the ending of that thing, then a beginning of a new. But because I wasn't setting myself up for success, even though I left my job and had that world, that closure, that completion, and was moving on, I immediately went to the Ten of Wands of being overworked and overwhelmed and so burnt out because I didn't give myself time to celebrate celebrate myself. I immediately was like, that's not enough. I need to keep working harder. I need to keep pushing farther. I need to keep going and growing. And the Empress is here is like, you're already growing, okay? You're already thriving. You're already succeeding. You're already accomplishing things. You're already, you know, the world comes to show you, yes, you're already reaching that success. When you reach that success, it's not there to say, now push 10 times farther. It's there to say, wow, I'm so grateful for this success. I can't wait to, you know, see where this takes me. But it is not saying, okay, I succeeded at this one milestone, I have to immediately hit the grindstone tomorrow and reach the next 3. Okay, really loud message for you there. You also got some other cards that popped out here. You got the renewal card, which is like the judgment card, and the traditional tarot. And you also got the Magician. I feel like you are very powerful people. And when I was saying, I feel like this has to do with your manifestations, the spirit guides just really confirmed that this is. And if this hasn't happened for you yet, please know that your manifestations are about to manifest very quickly. Everything you've been asking for, everything you've been praying about, it's starting to come into reality very, very, very soon. But with the renewal card, with the Magician, you got so many majors here, all surrounding this 10 of Wands energy. It's like, you gotta learn to be gentle on yourself, okay? You gotta learn to be kind on yourself. You gotta learn to be, how do I word this? Like, not put so much hard pressure on yourself. Renewal is the sense of looking at your past with kindness. I feel like something that you might do, pile number 2, my friends who chose this pile, is maybe you look back at your past and think, man, if only I would have kept going, imagine how much farther I would have been. Man, guess if I wouldn't have taken that break off in January, I bet how much more money I would have, or more subscribers, or more clientele, or I bet, you know, my career would be so much more successful if I just didn't take off this 1 week. Even though you're achieving success where you are now, I feel like you're beating yourself up and you're being so hard on yourself, and you're like, man, but it's not enough. Imagine if I just wouldn't have done this thing, or imagine if I would have done this differently. And it's okay to look back at our past because it teaches us so much, but be gentle when you look back on your past. Be gentle and kind to yourself. You are pure freaking magic, okay? You are pure magic. You really and truthfully don't need to look at your past. I think your guides are just calling you to look towards the future and look in the present now and be like, man, I'm really grateful for where I'm at now. Yes, I want to move forward. Yes, I want to go, but I do not need to go right now, okay? Let's go ahead and see any other messages here for our beautiful, powerful, glorious friends who chose pile number 2. Spirit guides, what do we have for them? What do they need to know? We see their success. We see their growth. We see this little maybe baby challenge of wanting to just keep working and going and not taking time off, but we also see that they're going to overcome that. So what are our other messages here for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 2? They just answered my, you know, like, why kind of question. I kind of got this vibe of like, why do they feel like they have to push so hard? Why do they feel like they have to go so hard? And I feel like it's because y'all get bored, okay? I feel like you guys are maybe like type A personalities, or people who get really, really bored if they're in the same space for too long, if they're in the same project for too long. So you're like, okay, yes, this is great to celebrate myself. This is all fun. This is all worthy, but I'm ready to go. I'm ready to transform. I'm ready to move forward. And your spirit guides are like, okay, but take a break, baby. Take a break. Sit with yourself. Allow yourself to sit with your boredom. And what I mean by that is, if you're someone like me who kind of had a hard time just being alone in your presence because you felt bored or stuck or like you weren't doing enough, allow yourself time to feel that boredom. Allow yourself time throat chakra, in that solitude and in that feeling of not doing anything. Because I feel like sometimes in this culture, this like hustle culture and, you know, working really hard culture and overly wounded masculine culture that we have in our society and in many societies in this world, you're taught never to be bored. You're taught never to have time alone. You're taught that having a day where you just want to sit and play video games is bad and it's lazy. And that laziness is something to look down upon. It's like one of the freaking sins. You know what I'm saying? That's so stupid. It's okay to be lazy. It's okay to have days off. It's okay to do nothing. It's okay to use your whole day just playing your video game that makes you so freaking happy. That is valuable. It's okay to just sit by the pool all day. Did you know that? Did you know that that is okay? Because your life is meant to be enjoyed. Your life is meant to be savored. And I know what you're saying because I can hear you saying in the back of my head, but Liv, I love to work. But Liv, it's so fun. But Liv, I like to push all this out. You know why I hear that? Because it's me, bestie. Same energy. I love to work. I love to push. I love to grind. And you know what it really is I love to feel worthy. I love to feel accomplished. I love reaching these goals I set for myself because it makes me feel as though I've done something productive. I love working, creating, making a product because it makes me feel like I have something to prove for my day. But if I really strip that away, that stems from childhood things, right? You're worthy if you've produced something. You're worthy if you've made something. You're worthy if you have done the dishes and you can have something to show for, or if you cleaned your room and you have something to show for it. If you even created a project and you have something to show for it, then your day was of worth. But did you know that even if you have nothing produced for this day, your day is still of worth? Because you don't have to hurt yourself. You don't have to grind. You don't have to burn yourself out to be worthy. I don't know why I'm about to cry. I guess I really needed this message, but I really feel like your energy is, your guides are just telling you that it's okay to be with your own energy. It's actually okay to be bored. Despite what our parents may have said, despite what our society may have said, it's okay to do nothing. It's okay to have days. And I'm not saying never, okay? But it's okay to have time where you don't want to do stuff. It's okay to have time where you are like, you know what? I'll get to those dishes later. Right now, I want to watch my favorite movie, cuddle up in my pajamas, and play freaking Kirby. Let yourself do it. Let yourself have that time, because you know why? You've already accomplished these goals. And if you haven't yet, it's happening soon. But you're already accomplishing these goals. You're already meeting these milestones. Celebrate that. Give yourself some time off, okay? Long message. I'm so sorry. The Chariot. And you know why? Literally, rewards that come from hard work. And it says successfully balancing your priorities. This is what it's showing me. You are being acknowledged. You are being recognized. I know that sometimes it might not feel that way right now if this hasn't actually happened for you yet, but you are about to receive this public recognition, this achievement. All your goals are being met. You already are achieving that. And one of the rewards your guides want you to practice is giving yourself time off, giving yourself a day off, giving yourself a week off, engaging in nothing, just allowing yourself to sit in your own presence and only do things that make you happy, even if you have no product or money to show from for that day, okay? My loves, I feel like this is such a powerful message for you, and hopefully it's really resonating. I feel like I really needed to hear it as well, but it's just this vibe that I'm getting with y'all, that y'all are just that hard, masculine drive, the hard masculine energy of push, 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 push. And that's definitely needed sometimes, but right now it's actually okay just to sit, and it's okay just to exist, and it's okay just to be. It really is, because all that grinding has got you to where you needed to be. Absolutely. All that hard work has got you to where you needed to be, and it's beautiful and wonderful. And right now they're like, all right, now take a break, take a breather. Okay, let's see. Any other cards for our beautiful, powerful, glorious friends who chose pile number 2 here? Spirit, what else do we have to say? Another card. Do you have one more card for me? What do our beautiful friends who chose pile number 2 have to say? Release. Period. Release. This is so powerful. Okay, this is so powerful. I feel like what's going on with you right now is the releasing of this energy, is the releasing of this expectation you may feel like you have placed on yourself, or maybe an expectation that maybe even others have placed upon you. Releasing these expectations is going to free you up and really allow yourself to find out what actually makes you happy, find out what does bring you joy, and engage in more of that. Okay, you also got 2 other cards because they just wanted to come out. You got the Ace of Wands, and you also got the Queen of Wands. Y'all are my creatives. Okay, you are very creatively powerful, and you know one of the reasons why it's so encouraged by me right now to take a break, to allow yourself this time off, is because that is when your creative juices come back. If you're constantly grinding and pushing and pumping and going and just moving, even when you've reached this level of success that you said you would, wanted to have, even when you've gotten there, if we keep going, we're going to get to this 10 of Wands, which is not only physical burnout, but creative burnout. How are you going to keep creating and producing if you don't have the energy to do so? How are you going to keep keep creating and producing if you don't have the mental capacity to do so. And that's why it's important to take a break now before the break takes you. Y'all know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've ever experienced that, where it's like your guides were telling you to take a break for a really long time and you just didn't, and then the break took you. Okay, that happened to me a while ago in May, where my guides were like, take a break, take time off, and I just didn't, out of fear and out of my 10 of Wands, you know, whatever the heck. And then my laptop broke, I got COVID, and just so many things happened that literally forced me to take a break. So take the break before the break takes you, because you're ready to step into your full power. You're ready to step into your full you know, passionate, powerful energy. And as soon as you take that break, as soon as you allow yourself that time, those new ideas are going to come, and they're going to show up in that same level of success. All right. It's like, once you give yourself that space, once you give yourself that time, it allows your creativity to come back up, and it's going to manifest to the Queen of Wands. I'm getting that visual from Parks and Rec, where Leslie did the Harvest Festival, and it was just the most beautiful, successful thing she's ever done. And then everyone was like, okay, what's your next idea? What's your next thing? And it put all this pressure on her, where she was literally the 10 of Wands. She wasn't sleeping, she wasn't eating, she wasn't doing anything. And because she was so overworked and burnt out by trying to think of a new, better idea, nothing came from it. So then as soon as her friend Ron was like, you know what you need? Sleep. I'm not letting you work. I'm not letting you do anything. He forced her into a space where she was able to rest. As soon as she was able to rest for what resting looked like for her, all of the ideas came. And I see that for you as well. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some additional clarification cards here. Just some supportive energy from Spirit. What do we need to hear for my beautiful, glorious friends who chose pile number 2? Message from our spirit guides. What do my beautiful friends who chose pile number 2 need to hear from you now? Let's get some shuffling. Woo! Skywriting, the fates. Ooh, y'all see those runes? That is powerful, okay? Something that I'm getting, because y'all have so many majors. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 majors out of only 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. Literally, most of y'all's reading is the major arcana. And when I read the major arcana, I'm like, oh, this is a powerful pile. This is a powerful spread. And with so many majors showing up here, I feel like one of the things that's kind of written in the stars for you, one of the things that's kind of already set out for you, is this beautiful and profound success. I really do feel like your guides have your back. I really do feel like your guides have your best interest at heart, and they already, I mean, all of our guides do, but I feel like you are someone where your success is already written in the stars. Think of the quote, "My success is inevitable," and just make that your mantra. Okay, you also got number 4, caterpillar, opportunity. A couple messages are coming through here. I'm gonna give the first one. Okay, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I feel like something that Spirit is showing me is that one of the reasons you're afraid of taking a break is because you're afraid of missing an opportunity. I get this vibe that's like, but Liv, if I take time off, what if when I'm taking time off, that's when my dream opportunity comes and I don't get to take it? And here's what I will say. If it is for you, it will be there whenever you are ready for it. If it is not there when you come back, it's because it was not meant for you. I know that we can easily fearmonger and be like, oh, you missed this really powerful opportunity and now you're screwed because it's never going to come back again. No way. No way. If it is meant for you, it will easily find you. If it is meant for you, it will easily and effortlessly be there for you. So do not fear the missing of opportunities. If y'all are someone that has FOMO, if you're like, Liv, but I'm so afraid of missing out, allow yourself to just remind yourself that what is meant for me will simply and easily find me. That trend went around for a while where those girls were saying every night, I don't chase, I attract. What's meant for me will simply find me. Start saying that to yourself every single night before you go to bed. I don't chase, I attract. What's meant for me will simply find me. And even say it when you wake up too. Let that and my success is inevitable be your mantra, okay? And that'll help you realize that even if there are beautiful opportunities, there is no such thing as you missing an opportunity that is meant for you when you are in alignment. It's just not happening. If it's meant for you, it'll come back around tenfold, okay? Let's go ahead and see if there are any other cards here. And again, that's my personal opinion. If y'all don't like it, don't take it. That's personally what I believe, okay? feast of plenty, choices and their consequences, period. With the releasing card here, this is really showing you that like everything I've said here today, it is truly and genuinely up to you if you want to take what I've said. And what I mean by that is not to be sassy, is not to be rude or anything, but it's like your life is so super duper your own. Your life is so your own, and your choices are your own. What you do with your life is your own. And I think that this is a really powerful thing to remember. And what I mean by that is like, if you get this reading here today and you choose to, you know, keep pushing to the grindstone, still sitting in your masculine energy, maybe possibly understand that with that, the break might take you. Okay? If we don't take a break, the break will take us, because the break needs to happen either way. And so it's really about owning up to your choices and owning up to what you're doing and realizing that you have the ability to live a life of plenty, of abundance, of glorious, powerful, positive energy, and literally everything you're wanting is, excuse me, my throat chakra is going off, okay? Everything you're wanting is coming into fruition. Everything you're asking about, everything you're manifesting is literally wanting to happen for you. But it's really about understanding that the choices you make lead you to the ability to receive it. What I mean by that is if you allow yourself to rest, if you allow yourself to sit in that energy of, okay, I met my accomplishment, I don't need to push myself so hard right now, you will realize, because consequences is not a negative word, okay? But you realize and you'll see all of the amazing consequences, all of the amazing benefits that come from you doing so. And in that same vein, if you don't take the break and the break ends up taking you, you'll also see the consequences of that. And so it's really just a message of kind of taking ownership of your choices and not using excuses anymore. Because let's be honest, we all use excuses, right? Like I was just saying, well, Liv, I can't take a break because if I take a break, then this opportunity will be missed. Or Liv, I can't take a break because what if you will forget about me? Or Liv, I can't take a break because of X, Y, and Z. Those are excuses that we can continue to tell ourselves over and over and over again. But at the end of the day, your choice is genuinely, truthfully, and 100% your own to make. Okay, my love? Let's go up ahead and pull some additional cards before jumping into our book divination at the end of today's reading. So let's go ahead and see any additional messages for our beautiful, very extremely powerful friends that chose pile number 2. Let me get some water real quick. Sometimes when I do these readings and I just talk for hours on end, I just like lose my voice. Oh my gosh, I just looked at my watch and it's 22222. I have been recording for 22222. That is so amazing. Oh my gosh, if y'all like synchronicities, the number 222 might definitely be for you, okay? Let's go ahead for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 2. Let's go ahead and get some additional messages here. Ooh. Emerging, period. You are emerging, you are growing, you are thriving, you are glowing. This is a time in your life for growth, for expansion, for literally just evolving out from whatever was not serving you into just something that is so high vibrational. I really think addressing these things and releasing them is going to allow you to emerge into something that where you just have really powerful, balanced energies in life, and it's so much more freeing. You also got dreams. Maybe one of the reasons your guides are kind of pushing you to a place of not having to work so hard is because they want you to actually have a restful, peaceful sleep where you're able to dream, where you're able to relax, because your dreams also have really profound meanings, okay? Your dreams can discover, or you can discover so much through your dreams, and they can really tell you so much about what's going on. So don't be surprised if your spirit guides try to talk to you in that way. You also got music. If you are someone who really loves music, if you are someone who has like so much fun playing music, singing songs, whatever it looks like for you, but you don't allow yourself to do that because once again, you feel like it doesn't produce a product. And I'm not saying like making music for work or recording your music, which is still fun, but I'm saying just playing, just to play, just singing, just to sing, just doing things just because it's fun, not because you feel like you have to produce something. Allow yourself to get back to doing that, and maybe for you it might be music. So That's something fun. Ooh, that one flew. They flew. Okay, let's see. I know this isn't going to be as aligned up, but these are our last cards, so it's going to be okay. You also got signs, which is so funny because was I not just saying that if you like synchronicities, 222 might be a really powerful number for you, and then y'all got the signs card? Okay, Spirit. Okay, definitely be aware of the signs. Be aware of the synchronicities. It's really powerful for you. The last card you got here today is manifestation. You literally got the Magician, which is the manifestation card. And then you got this manifestation archangel. Y'all are manifesting your dreams into reality. I'm telling you, even if it doesn't feel that way right now, even if it feels like it's not happening, I don't know how to tell you enough. Your manifestations are coming into fruition. So do not lose hope. Do not lose faith. Keep believing in your powerful energy. Again, I don't chase, I attract. What's meant for me will simply find me. And then you also got guardian angel, which pile number 1 got as well. I do think that this is a really powerful gift when we're talking about a message from our spirit guides, because the spirit guide, I showed this story in pile number 1 as well, so if you heard that one, just skip ahead. But I really think that spirit guides are really very cool and powerful, and specifically your guardian angel, because your guardian angel has been with you from the second that your energetic field has been created. So not just on this physical earth, but literally through all of the lifetimes, on all of the planets, on all of the energetic spheres that you have lived on up to this one. So they know you, they love you, they connect so deeply with you. So call upon your guardian angel and ask them to be there for you, okay? Because they're there and they definitely want to talk to you. Let's go ahead and jump into the book divination for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 2. So what I'm going to do with the book divination, my loves, is I actually am setting the intention here today that if there are, let me knock real quick, if there are any guardians, archangels, spirit guides, or goddesses or gods who would like to work with our beautiful friends who chose pile number 2, please show yourself here today. Please show yourself here and let us know that you would like to work with our friends who chose pile number 2. Okay, so that is the intention I'm setting. However, if you are someone that doesn't really like working with these kind of like deities, you definitely do not have to. Just take the message and that's totally fine as well. But if you're someone like me who really likes to work with new archangels and deities and goddesses and guides, this is a perfect opportunity for you to meet someone who would really, really, really like to work with you. Okay, so our beautiful friends who chose pile number 2, I know it's messed up, I'm really sorry, but the book's about to be right over it. Our beautiful friends who chose pile number 2, spirit, who do we have? Oh, okay, period. Y'all got Aphrodite. Aphrodite. Do y'all know that Mamma Mia scene where they're like, it's Aphrodite? Okay, first of all, we love Aphrodite. Is incredible. Aphrodite is associated with the Greek culture. Aphrodite will help you unleash your passion, enhance your sexuality, learn to love with all your heart, and discover how to savor every moment. Let me read that back for my friends in the back. Discover how to savor every moment. That means taking time to sit and feast and enjoy yourself, taking time in solitude. Did I pull these cards for y'all? Okay, I did. I just thought I forgot a whole deck, sorry. Taking time to sit and enjoy your feast, not needing to rush to the next thing, but allowing yourself to sit there and savor the moment. You are reaching your goals. Everything you're wanting to manifest is coming into fruition. And Aphrodite will help you sit and savor that moment without having to rush to the next, okay? For invocation, Aphrodite is very easy to work with and is always available to help to bring more love into the world. Put on your favorite music, light a candle, and call her name. You could say a simple prayer like this: Aphrodite, goddess of love, please open my heart to your guidance and direction. Help me to see the world through your eyes and learn to respond with your graciousness and passion. About Aphrodite. In Greek mythology, Aphrodite was a goddess of love, beauty, and sexual rapture. Aphrodite loved and was loved by many gods and mortals. Aphrodite will teach you about the love, lust, and the primal life-giving energy of sex. She will also teach you about tenderness, loyalty, and the difference between unconditional and conditional love. She will show you that loving yourself is one of the greatest gifts until you love yourself, you can't really love anyone else. She reminds you what a gift the body is and how magnificent and how magnificent sensuality can be. Whether you are eating a strawberry or having passionate sex, she will show you how to fully savor the experience. As the goddess of love, she will show you how to use your 5 senses to the fullest. She will show you how to use your body to enjoy life in ways you never thought possible. Love that. That is so beautiful. Okay, so if you would like to work with Aphrodite, she would definitely like to work with you, and I think just help you in so many powerful ways. So pile number 2, I really hope this resonated with you. I hope this vibed with you. If you did enjoy this reading, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That helps so much. And if you want to be notified every time I post a video, when you go to subscribe, there's a little bell next to the name where you can subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and you will get notified every single time I post. Thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you for being with me here today. I do want to let you know that if you'd like to leave me a tip or donation, you can do so at Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, which is always appreciated but never required nor expected. And I want to remind you again that if you'd like to book a private reading with me, October is such a good time to do so because I am getting 15% off all of October 2022 using the coupon code OCT15, OCT15, on all of my readings, excluding the blog style post, for the entire month of October at my website, www.marinatarot.com. Again, all of October 2022 using the coupon code OCT15. So thank you so much for everyone. I love you so much. I don't know why I worded that so weird. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so appreciative for you and all of your energy. Always remember to show others love, show your light and shine so bright, and I'll see you cutie patooties for my next video. Goodbye. All right, last but never ever in the least bit least, our beautiful and powerful pile number 3. Y'all chose the I was about to say octagonal, but that makes no sense. You chose the more rectangular, almost oval tiger's eye. Again, one of my absolutely favorite stones. I just feel like it's so beautiful the way it catches the light. So what a wonderful choice for you. So I did go ahead and pull one card just to kind of gauge the general energy of our reading before moving into the live shuffling portion of today's video. So let's go ahead and see, again, just to refresh our memory, refresh our minds. We are tuning into a message from our spirit guides that we need to hear, right now. The very first card you got is the Hermit with Archangel Raziel. So for you, my beautiful and powerful friends who chose pile number 3, I feel like you are really being called into a space of relaxation, kind of taking some time for self-reflection. This is a really powerful time for you to kind of go within. I think some people don't like seeing the Hermit card. That was me for a while too, bestie, when it follows them around, because I think what I've heard often from people is that when the Hermit card is following them, I often hear them say, but I have been resting, but I have been, not doing too much, but I have just been sitting and doing nothing. And I want to just kind of remind them, what is your energy behind it, right? Are you sitting and resting out of frustration or annoyance or fine, I'll do this because I don't have anything else to do? Or are you doing it out of, I deserve this time and this space to really learn more about myself? Okay, so this is really a powerful time of self-discovery, of self-acceptance, and really learning more about who you are. So let's go ahead and pull some additional cards here from Spirit. Let me just move something real quick, sorry. Let's go ahead and pull some additional cards here from our spirit guides just to kind of see what other messages they have for us on this self-discovering journey. Okay, we got Wise Counsel, King of Swords in reverse. I'll fix that Wise Counsel card. Just give me 1 second. I just want to see if anyone else is popping up because those came out real fast. Any other cards for our beautiful pile number 3, friends? Oh, okay. That is a lot. Hold on here. Let's see. Pile number 3, spirit guides. Pile number 3. What is your message for our friends who chose pile number 3? Oh my gosh. Y'all see how they're just flying? Like what are they doing, bestie? Oh my goodness. Okay. so many cards. Let me pull these off to the side real quick. All right, let's go ahead and just lay out what we have here, and then I will actually go ahead and pull the rest as we are going through it. But you know, we were talking about this self-discovering journey, this self-reflective period in your life, and I think they're kind of giving us some reasons as to why. If you were like, Liv, why do I need to go within? They're wanting to kind of show you right off the bat with the King of Swords. Seeing the King of Swords in reverse is really showing me this kind of wounded masculine energy of someone who I feel like this could either be you or someone that you're really close to, who just really I'm getting a very strong intellect vibe, okay? A very strong intellectual person, very, very strong intellectual person, but also someone that maybe doesn't realize how much they hurt other people with their words. Someone who's like not really being cognizant of how what they're saying is not only affecting their own energy, but also the people they're talking to. Kind of like a really sharp tongue is a term I've heard often. And so I feel like if this is something that you grew up around, maybe this was your parental figures, or maybe this is even an aspect of you. It's not to say that it's bad to be super intellectual, because obviously it's not, but it's really, really important to not disregard or discredit other people's ways of thinking, ways of being as well. I think that going through this transformational self-discovery period is going to help you find a balance between wisdom and intellect. And for a long time I thought those were the same thing, but in my personal opinion, I do believe they are different. I believe that intellect is very much like book smarts. You're very intellectual. You are very, very like smart. You can, I'm thinking about it in terms of like D&D, okay? If you play that game or anything. Intellect and wisdom are two different things. Intellect would be used to teach somebody something or talk about a specific topic. Very like, just think of it like book smart. And then there's wisdom, which comes from life experience. It comes from spiritual experience. It comes from, you know, like gurus are very wise, right? Buddha was very wise. These really powerful spiritual leaders, these wise councils, were very like wise leaders. And I think for you, there really needs to be a balance. And I think that seeing the renewal card here as well, which is the Judgment in the traditional tarot, it's giving me this energy of really needing to find a balance, especially because this is your past, and then we have the King of Swords in reverse in your past as well. So if in your past you really used your smarts just to kind of, I'm getting so many different vibes here. Either this is your smarts or someone else's smarts. You kind of use them to not only maybe dumb yourself down, ironically, but also like dumb other people down kind of vibes is kind of what I'm getting. Your guides are telling you that your intellect is beautiful and your intellect is powerful, and they want you to use that. And they want you to engage with that, but they also want you to acknowledge how powerful wisdom is. How powerful wisdom is. And I'm getting like that vibe of people who are maybe like overtly masculine energy. Like I said, this could be how you were raised, or maybe this is who you were in the past. Very like overtly kind of wounded masculine energy of just like mansplaining kind of vibes, if you know what I'm saying. I feel like you need to explain that to people. But there's such a beauty in acknowledging the wisdom that people may have, even if they're not book smart, okay? That's not the only form of intelligence. And I feel like your guides are wanting you to go through this self-discovery journey to find this really harmonious balance between intelligence and wisdom. All right, let's go ahead and pull some greater clarity here for our friends who chose pile number 3, going through this very self-discovering, powerful, transformational energy right now. Let's go ahead and see for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 3, Spirit. Okay. Yeah, Page of Swords, okay? Page of Swords. It's like, oh my gosh, and this visualization of having a blue butterfly on their jacket, even in like the midst of this cold storm, is showing me that the reason they're wanting you to kind of go through this self-discovery and maybe look at the way you think about things, or look at the way maybe you talk to people, is because whatever way things have currently been going for you, as far as like the way you've been using your intellect, may not have been bringing you the results you wish for, bringing you the results you ask for. And maybe you're someone who's just recently gotten into spirituality, or maybe you're trying to convince someone else to, and it's hard because they want the hard proof, they want the hard data, or maybe you want the hard proof and you want the hard data. Again, take it, either this is for another person or for you. This is a general reading, so it's not going to be as pinpointed, so definitely take what resonates and make it work for you, and leave what doesn't. But there's like this energy of someone who maybe wants to become spiritual and wants to become wise and wants to become, you know, a part of that like beautiful energy, but it's like this intellect is getting in their way of, I need to know the hard proof. Where's the data? Where's the data to prove to me that this works? Where'd you get that? Where'd you source that from, right? And the wisdom's like, I don't need to provide you a source. I'm providing you wisdom. This came from me, okay? This is my wisdom I am sharing upon you. And I feel like going through this hermit mode of going through this self-discovery is really going to bring this about, because now, once you go through that, a new way of thinking is born. New ideas, new ways of thinking, new paths to work, and it's so powerful. And with the butterfly showing up here, the butterfly is the animal of transformation, is the bug of transformation. And even though it is pure cold and ice and just this frigid storm, the butterfly remains, showing that yes, this might be a storm. You may have to go through a little bit of, you know, addressing old hurts and old wounds from childhood, figuring out maybe why you think this way or why you think your way is the right way, you know, my way or the highway kind of vibes, is that if that's you. And again, this is no judgment at all. We do not believe in that here on this channel, okay, at all. But with the Ace of Swords here, it's like a new way of thinking is blooming, a new way of thinking is blossoming. And with the butterfly showing up, it's like this transformation is going to help you see so clearly. This transformation is going to help you bloom and blossom. This transformation is going to help new things come into your life, those new things you've been wanting. It's going to be a really exciting time for you. Let's see any other cards here, Spirit, for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 3. Queen of Pentacles, absolutely. Again, there's this energy of things really working out. It's like, I got this question of like, why do I need to go through this period of self-discovery? And I feel like it's because if things haven't been quite manifesting the way you fully, Nine of Pentacles, oh my gosh. If things haven't been manifesting the way you quite desire them to be, if things have not been working out the way you hoped them to be, it's because a change needs to happen, okay? A little bit of adjustments are required. And it's not saying that what you're doing is wrong. It's just saying that maybe the way that you've been going about things isn't the most fruitful way to bring about what it is you truly desire. And I think for you, my beautiful friends that chose pile number 3, maybe that is money or abundance or financial success, career success, recognition, because the Queen of Pentacles is on their throne. They are like confident, assured of themselves. They're very aware of their power that they hold, and they are very aware that they got to that throne because they deserve to be there. And then with the Nine of Pentacles, this is again like all your hard work is paying off. All the fruits of your labors are really starting to be the most delicious fruits in the world. It's like both of these cards, if you are unfamiliar with Pentacles, that represents like money, finances, earthly possessions. Both of these cards in the Pentacle genre are incredibly powerful Pentacle cards to get. Both representing abundance, financial security, financial stability, even generosity, giving back to yourself and giving back to others, thriving with your financial situation. And so I feel like this is really prominent because if you have not been getting what you've been asking for, they're calling on you to make a bit of a change, okay? And I think it's specifically for you, pile number 3, my friends who chose this pile. It is specifically in the way you think. It is specifically in the way you think because, again, if you're someone who, you know, maybe just recently gone into the law of attraction or spirituality and you're having a hard time believing in those things, your thoughts are power. You know what I'm saying? And so if you don't quite understand that yet, you don't quite know that yet, you don't quite realize the power and the magnitude your thoughts have, especially pile number 3, because you got these air cards, and air or swords cards represents the element of air, which represents your thoughts, okay? What's going on in your head. And I feel like there's this loud message for you. The reason they want you to go into this hermit mode of kind of going through self-discovery, a little bit of a hiatus, kind of maybe tuning off of social media for a little while, is because there is a need of rebirth. There is a need of going back to center. There's a need of reminding yourself that your thoughts are powerful and your thoughts do attract. And that's why it's so important to make sure you're thinking things that really serve you. Now, we're going to have bad thoughts. We're going to have bad thoughts, bad days, bad moods. But once you acknowledge that you can determine your thoughts, and once you acknowledge that they really do make a huge difference in your life, it'll be easier and easier to have less and less and less of those overwhelming thoughts. A message I just got as well. This is really specific, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? But the renewal card is like the Judgment in tarot, and this represents your past. And you got the Ace and the King of Swords, okay? And something that's really cool about this deck is that the Ace is like, not even just this deck, but all decks, is the Ace is the beginning. The beginning of, you know, whether it's Pentacles or Swords or Wands or you name it. Ace is the beginning, king is the end. And I feel like right now, maybe you're like this king energy where you're kind of feeling a little bit grumpy and really like maybe glass half empty, or oh my god, what is the word? Agnostic came to my head. That's not what I meant, but pessimistic, is that the right word? Yeah, I think it's like pessimistic, where you're like thinking about how much the world could really do you wrong. And I feel like with this renewal card and this ace card here, it's like bringing you back to who you were as a kid, bringing you back to who you were as a kid before the world put you down, before the world told you your ideas don't have a place here, before the world told you get your head out of the clouds, get realistic, before the world told you life isn't easy, life has to be hard. You know, all of those things make up who we are today, all of those experiences. And I don't want to be here telling you that's not valid, because holy moly, it is. So allowing yourself to feel that, that's why the Hermit's so important, because you're going through the healing, you're doing the shadow work, you're going within, going through this time of self-discovery and transitioning, and then coming back to this ace of like, okay, but you know what? It's okay to have new ways of thinking. I don't have to stay in this position. I don't have to stay stuck in this way of thinking just because it's what I've done for the last 30 something years, or maybe it's longer, 60 something years, whatever. It's the freedom and the ability of letting your inner child out, letting them have a place at your table, and really listening to their way of thinking for a little bit, all right? And that's going to bring about just so much abundance. Any other tarot cards for our beautiful friends who chose pile number 1 with the tiger's eye here? Okay, let's see. Yeah, all right, so you got the Page and the Six of Wands. I really do feel like this is just confirmation. If you maybe didn't believe me, which is super valid, okay? But if you were having a hard time maybe believing me that things really would work out, these are coming up to tell you no, but it's for real, okay? The Page of Wands is a very like optimistic, creative, excited card, resembling these beautiful opportunities that are coming your way, and these beautiful, you know, new energies that are coming your way. And the Six of Wands is literally V for victory. The Six of Wands is people are recognizing you, they're seeing you, they're proud of your successes, they see all this accomplishments. They're gonna say like, dang, they took some time off for themselves, they went through some kind of journey, and now they are thriving. I want a little bit what they got, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want whatever water they're drinking kind of vibe. And people are going to start recognizing how much you've changed. They're going to start recognizing your success, they're going to start recognizing your accomplishments. But more than that, you are going to be able to recognize your success more than other people, you know, telling you how great you are. I see an area where going through this hermit mode, going through this transformation, will allow you to understand how amazing you are. It'll allow you to understand how powerful, creative, wise, and intelligent and abundant you are. And it's going to provide you a sense of freedom you may have never felt, or maybe you haven't felt for a really long time. And it is super exciting. All right, let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards for you here, just to gain some additional messages. All right, they're flying right off the deck here. Let's see if there are any other cards here, Spirit. Ooh, okay. You have a lot of cards here, actually. I think more than any of the piles have gotten today. So let's go ahead and see what they have to say. Sorry, I'm trying to put them down in a way where it makes sense. Okay, the first card you got is Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. All right, so one of the reasons they might be wanting you to go through this hermit mode, which might in the moment feel like stagnation but is truly not, is to actually get you out of this feeling of like stuck, frustrated energy. Because like I said, if you've been feeling like your manifestations haven't been coming into fruition, if you feel like those things you've been asking for haven't been coming, if you haven't been feeling abundant in the ways that you want, they want you to kind of go through this journey of changing the way you think and just kind of like looking at the world a little bit more differently, a bit more optimistic, going through that healing, going through that inner transformation to help you get out of stagnation, to help you manifest your dreams into reality, to help you bring about whatever it is you want to bring about. And I think it's like this kind of confusing energy, because sometimes it can feel like the hermit mode is stagnation, but it's not. It's just very calculated rest. And what I mean by that is you are intentionally giving yourself the time and the space to heal, to go within, to do shadow work. If you don't know what shadow work is, it's basically allowing those old hurts and wounds from your past with the renewal card to come up, facing them and saying you have no power here, over and over and over again until they diminish. All right, there's this energy of going within and doing some self-discovery, maybe going on a meditation retreat or doing a silent week in your life, whatever it looks like for you. That is important. Even though it feels like you're doing nothing, you're actually doing so, excuse me, throat chakra, you're actually doing so much growth to help you get out of this feeling of stagnation when it comes to manifesting your reality. Oh my gosh, y'all hear that? Okay. Oh, this card is so pretty. Okay, number 25, Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. Absolutely, with the Hermit card, they're wanting you to rest a little bit, my love. They're wanting you to take some time within. They're wanting you to take some time to rediscover your passions, rediscover who you are. And again, it's not for naught, right? It's that, I don't know how to word that. It's not for nothing. It's not for nothing. You're going through this transformation. You're going through this time of rest to bring about the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Six of Wands. The success you've been wanting to bring about comes from this rest and renewal. And I know that for our logical sense side of our brain, those swords, that can sound crazy. You're like, Liv, that makes no sense. How am I going to rest and achieve something? How am I going to rest and bring magic about? But that's exactly where it comes from. It's from rest. It's from relaxation. It's from that time within, okay? I know it sounds crazy, but y'all are going to have to trust me. All right, you also got number 58, Vanishing Mirror, Ego why can I not word this? Ego sublimation, okay? So something that I think, oh, my third eye is going crazy, baby. Something that I think is really important too is when we're talking about the Hermit, it's not just going within for, you know, silliness, for shits and giggles, so to say. It's going within to, you know, to heal, to grow, to address certain things. With the mirror coming up here, mirror work I think is going to be super important for you. Mirror work is a spiritual strategy, and if you already know this, totally skip ahead, but for those of you who might not be aware of it, mirror work is a spiritual like technique or practice in which you look in the mirror every single day and you say, I love you. You can do this completely in the nude, or you can do this clothed, or you can kind of get yourself down to that area of doing it in the nude. And you might think, when you first do this doesn't mean anything. This doesn't change anything. I feel nothing. Just give it a week, okay? You're not going to even notice anything when you're saying it in the mirror. You're going to notice it in your day-to-day life, how drastically things changed, okay? And how much came up, and it really is powerful, and it really does work, and it really does create this sense of ego sublimation. And something that I personally believe in is never ever ego death, because I think your ego is super important. It's there to protect you, it's there to keep you safe, but I do think it's important to make sure our ego is in check and not running our lives. And if we've been in this overly masculine energy for too long, our egos may have been doing just that. They may have been running our lives, they may have been making all the choices for us. So now it's time to take that energy back and step back into your own power. Again, that's going to happen through doing the mirror work, the shadow work, going through your hermit phase. You also got Will-O-the-Wisp, Treasures Hidden in the Shadows, number 62. So much lies just beyond our eyes, okay? Look at me rhyming, period, queen. So much lies just beyond what we can see. I fully believe this. I fully believe that so much growth, so much healing, so much depth lies where we turn our eyes against. And what I mean by that is like your child self, your dreams and desires that maybe you haven't even thought about or looked at in years, or maybe, you know, decades, because, you know, the world, the society tells you that's stupid, that's not important, you don't deserve to see that, get your head out of the clouds. But where that darkness lies, in those shadows, there is so much to be uncovered. There is so much treasure. And with the literal wording, treasures hidden in the shadows, with the hermit, and I was talking about shadow work, my crown and my third eye, babe, it's like pressure right now. Oh my gosh, it is super buzzy, super buzzy. A little bit distracting, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little bit distracted right now because it is just very intense. Okay, but like with the 62, or with the Will-O-the-Wisp card here, it's like going through the shadow work is going to bring about so much reward and benefits, okay? Going through the shadow work is going to bring about so much treasures. The Queen, the Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Six of Wands, all of these things are rewards. They're treasures. They're confirmation that all the work you've been putting in has been paying off. It's confirmation that everything you've been working towards, all of this healing energy is manifesting. It is benefiting you. And that's where the Will-O-the-Wisp comes in here, and is like these treasures, all of this that you have uncovered happens because you allowed yourself the time to go within and look at the shadows that did not serve, okay? Y'all are making my chakras do something wild. Let's go ahead and pull our last cards before we jump into the book divination. Just any additional messages from Spirit, trust right off the bat, okay? For my intellects out there, that's one of the hardest things to do. You know, it's one of the hardest things to do, is just to kind of trust blindly. It's really hard, okay? It's hard because you might want the facts, you might want the data, you might want to know exactly where and who this was sourced from. You might want to just know exactly all of the consequences, the side effects, everything that could possibly go wrong. If you are like my intellects out there, you want to know, right? And you are so valid in that. But your guys right now are like, but what if you just trust? What if you just absolutely trust that I only want the best for you? What if you just trust that I only want good things for you? I only want positive things in your life. And I think this might be a little hard for you, and that's okay. Give yourself the time you need to develop this, but really your guys are asking you to trust in them and trust in the process. This is definitely a time for healing. Healing energy is super present in your reading. Again, that's why we're talking about the Hermit card there, because healing needs to happen in order for you to grow. Miracles, okay? The song from Encanto where Maribel is like, I'm not gonna sing it, but the Waiting on a Miracle song, where she's like, bless me now, bless us now, how you blessed us all those years ago, I've been waiting on a miracle. That song is kind of sad because she is singing this song, but she's singing it from lack. She's singing it from a place of, I don't have what everyone else has. I wish I had this miracle. I wish I had that. And I think that came through because I feel like sometimes maybe you feel like your intellect might be a bit of a curse. Maybe you feel like, I wish I could just live easily. I wish I could just believe in this magic. I think that'd be really, really beautiful. I would love to receive a miracle. I would love to believe that miracles exist. But maybe that's something that's really hard for you, and you guys are telling you no more, all right? This doesn't have to be hard for you. You get to believe that miracles exist. You get to believe that you are deserving of miracles. Maybe something happened in your past where you asked for a miracle and it didn't happen the way you wanted it to, and that created this sense of distrust within your guides, distrust within the universe, and your guides are telling you it's time to reopen that part of yourself, okay? It's time to believe in that part of yourself once again. It is okay to believe in miracles. It is okay to trust the universe. It is okay to think that you are deserving of great things happening for you, because you are. Because you are, okay? Let's go ahead. I have 4 more cards for you because they just popped out. Maybe 6. I don't know. They're coming like crazy. Let's go ahead and see. All right, the first one you got is Focus. And this one was actually following me around when I originally started shuffling. And I think that there is an interesting message to be said here, because I'm giving you this message of like, okay, well, rest and center. But again, I was very specific when I said we're not just resting without cause or without reason. You are causing, or we're doing this restful period. We're going within this hermit to specifically go through the healing and the shadow work. And I feel like your guys are wanting you to really focus in on that at this time. Why? Because you're emerging, okay? You are growing, you are glowing, and you are transforming. And that is worth it. That is worth it, okay? We see all of the abundance that is following you, the treasures. We see the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles representing abundance, overflow of money, overflow of good things coming your way, just like a downpour of success. The Six of Wands, the Victory card, like so many good things are coming your way. Your miracles are being answered. This happens through putting your focus towards your healing. You also got Archangel Michael. So that was, if you would like to reach out with a specific guide, Archangel Michael is here for you, and he would really like to connect with you as well. And then you got one more card here. Let's see what it is. You got, yes, period, manifestation, okay? Manifestation. And you know what? The manifesting card and the miracle cards look so similar to me. And I feel like the message here is manifesting miracles, okay? You are manifesting your miracles into being, and that is what the end of of this reading is showing, right? And that makes sense with the victory card, the treasures hidden in the shadows. This all lines up perfectly with the timeline of going through the healing, going through the shadow work, focusing on your own healing, emerging, connecting with your guides, and manifesting your miracles into reality, because now you are aware that you deserve to receive them. If you believe you deserve to receive them, then they simply must be met, okay? That is just how the law of attraction works. It's how the universe works. So start believing in your manifestations again and start remembering who the F you freaking are, okay? Let's go ahead and do our book divination now. So what we're going to do with this part of today's reading is I'm actually setting the intention for you, for those of you who would like, that any angels, spirit guides, or goddesses who would like to work with our friends who picked on pile number 3 will show themselves here today and make themselves known for our friends who chose this pile. However, if you are someone who doesn't really care to work with spirit guides like that, just take the message and leave what doesn't resonate, okay? So let's go ahead and do a little bit of book divination for you here. Spirits, please show us who would like to work with our friends for pile number 3. Alrighty. All right, y'all got Hecate, who is absolutely one of my favorite goddesses of all time. Hecate is a goddess that I work with very often. She is one of my prime deities that I like to work with. Okay, so what a beautiful choice. I feel so called to her. So Hecate, or Hecate, I mean, people say it different ways. Hecate is associated with the Greek and Celtic culture. Hecate will help you harness your mystical nature, influence your thinking, manifest your dreams, have an easy and pain-free childbirth, open up to new possibilities, and heal your wounded self, period. So if you are someone going through the Hermit card and you feel like you can't do it alone, call upon Hecate and she will help you. Invocation. On the night of the full moon, find a place out in nature where you can see the moon rising. As the full moon rises, reach out toward the moon and call out Hecate's name. Explain the nature of your request and hold on to it in your heart as you watch the moon. When the moon is almost overhead, give thanks for Hecate's guidance and love, and know that powerful magic has been released into your life. About Hecate. Hecate is the goddess of the wilderness and childbirth. Shrouded in mystery, she is the only goddess powerful enough to travel all 3 worlds, heaven, earth, and the underworld. You're amazing, Hecate. She is a powerful, action-oriented goddess. Hecate is also associated with the mystical realms and magic. Hecate has played many roles throughout the ages. She has been called the one before the gate, the attendant who leads, the light bringer, the child nurse, and the mother of all living beings on earth. Her parentage is not clear, but her role as a powerful creative force is. Hecate is a woman of mystery. She will invite you to go into the wilderness of your unconscious and clear out your old, outdated beliefs. Period. Let me read that again. She will invite you to go into the wilderness of your unconscious and clear out all of your old, outdated beliefs. She will bring the light of love to those places of darkness within your mind and your spirit. Freedom is the gift she offers if you are ready and willing to take it. Powerful energy for you, my friends who chose pile number 3. So beautiful. Thank you so much for showing yourself here, Hecate. I love you. I'm so grateful. All right, so my beautiful friends who chose pile number 3, I really hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, please leave a comment down below and let me know, as well as leaving a thumbs up on my video and making sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. This helps my channel and the algorithm drastically. So please engage if you would like to. Thumbs up helps a lot. Subscribing helps so much, as well as leaving a comment. So thank you so much to those of you who already do that, and thank you in advance for those of you who are thinking about doing so. I wanted to remind you, if you would like to book a private reading with me, October is a really good time to do so, for I am giving 15% off of my readings, excluding the blog style reading, for the entire month of October using the coupon code OCT15 at www.marinatarot.com. On this channel, I do accept tips and donations at Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Again, never required, never expected, just appreciated and received with so much joy, love, and gratitude. Pile number 3, my beautiful friends, my beautiful, wonderful, powerful, loving friends. I am so grateful for you. Thank you for being present here today, and thank you for sharing your energy with me here today and letting me read for you. I had so much fun. Always remember to show others love, show your light, and shine so bright, and I will see you cutie patooties for my next video. Goodbye.